Our sponsors need to understand that as important as BYU athletics are, they are not funded in the traditional stream of support that the university receives from the tithing funds of the church. The mission of the BYU athletic program is to build a distinctive, exceptional athletic program that is fully aligned with the mission and values of Brigham Young University and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
You know, we just feel that we can reach some people in other ways that the church and missionary can't. Through the love and the passion that sports brings to families and individuals.
What if people can capture the essence of what we believe through a game? What if they can capture the essence of what we believe through the conduct of the young men that are out there on the field? The mission of BYU football is to represent our faith, represent our institution to the world.
To go. Fredette guarded by Gary on the wing right side. Crossover, three! Got it again!
The games in the Marriott Center are really fun for us, but what I think really gets our players is when we have an opportunity to go out on the road, on a neutral floor, on a national stage, and be able to play and play well and win and bring real positive notoriety to the university and to the church.
We certainly have a bigger purpose, a higher purpose, and I think when you play with a higher purpose, you can accomplish quite a bit more. And our players know that we're playing for more than just themselves, for the team, and more than just for the university.
My priorities as a coach are very simple, not understood well, but very simple. My faith is most important to me. I believe I have a loving Father in heaven. I believe I lived with Him before I came to this earth. I believe that I signed up for this plan of opposition in all things. I believe that I'm supposed to make choices to return to Him and help others do the same, which then is my next priority, which is just a hairline under the first one, which is my family. However, I want to win a national championship. I believe it's possible. I'm driven to make that happen, but what if we did? And what impact could that have for not only the church but this institution and the young people involved? If BYU is capable of winning a national championship with the academic standards we have, the moral standards we have, the spiritual standards we have, and able to demonstrate on the field against the world's standards, more people would ask why and how does that happen?
It's very important for us to be extremely competitive and to be successful. And in that process that we have an opportunity to tell our story, to tell the story of the restored gospel.
How old were you when you made that decision, and why did you choose to become a Mormon?
I was 10 years old actually when I got baptized into the Mormon church, and I just decided like it was the right thing for me to do.
Well, I think everybody knows the story of Jimmer Fredette and his rise from a small town in upstate New York and coming here as a virtually unknown, and then leaving here as the National Player of the Year, Consensus National Player of the Year, the Wooden Award winner. That's a great story, and I think most people all around the world have probably heard about Jimmer Fredette. But there are so many other stories. I think that Brandon Davies is a real special player for us in our program. His experience here was unique to probably anyone any player who's gone to BYU. His commitment to our team and to this university, even though he had made a mistake, never wavered. And he put all that aside and said, I'm going to go through what I have to go through to get back with my team so I can keep that commitment that I made to you 2 years ago when I decided to come to BYU. And then obviously we had a chance to talk about the experience late in the year and you know, how we made our run in the Sweet 16 without you know, Brandon because of that situation, and how he was so respectful for us being able to hold true to the values of our institution. And in Brandon's case, the conversations that we had personally, that this will be the hardest thing that you ever do, but the reward will be the greatest, because those are the things that are the most special, or the things that are the hardest to kind of work through. And those special times of senior night with his mom coming out and his sister and a standing ovation and the president there, I mean, those are times where we know the road that we went through and the outcome was wonderful.
So our young men have to be not student athletes, but scholar athletes. So that's the first criteria, scholar athlete. The next is there are 5 questions that a bishop asks each recruit. And they have to be ecclesiastically endorsed, meaning there is no alcohol, there is no tobacco, there is no premarital sex, there is no drugs, there's honesty in all their dealings. And they have to answer in the affirmative that that's how they're living to be considered. So the academic standard is 1, which is very high. The moral standard exceeds that of any other college sports team in the world today.
I think last year we really talked to the girls about representing the church, and the fact that because we were on BYU TV and because we had an opportunity to play a very national schedule, that we could open doors and we would be seen. And although we didn't wear a badge, we wore Brigham Young on our jerseys. And that means a lot to us and to the team, and we took it very seriously. Our players are role models to these young kids and show them that they can make good choices, that they can rise to be their very best, that they can dream big and follow their dreams.
I don't by any means think that when our players come and they commit to our university that they're perfect and that everything is in their life will have no problems. It's a challenge and it's a struggle, just like everybody in life faces challenge and struggles every day. But what I do really believe is that our players are really trying.
I think all the athletes here understand what it means, that it is a higher calling to come and play sports at BYU, and we tell our recruits that, you know, it's a lot more pressure. We're asking a lot more of our recruits than any other athletes at other schools because there's more involved in it.
They see something different. You can't find it anywhere else. It's a feeling, it's a different light that is shown on the countenances of people. It's something that you can't really identify visually, but it's something that you can feel and that you can see.
I feel like there's a very unique group of people watching you when you're a student athlete at BYU. Sometimes we go on the road and we'll have more BYU fans at the game than the home team, and it's definitely a very unique place and a special place, and so I feel like you represent a lot as a student athlete.
It's a bigger picture, and to have that support, I think, is very important, and it is well worth the time, and it is money well spent. And again, these athletes love being here. They love wearing the Y on their jerseys, and they're doing everything they can to make good decisions so that people know who they are and what BYU stands for.
This isn't the program with 41 players of 121 that have been arrested. This is the antithesis of that. And it shows that it's possible and it's capable and desirable. And what we need is help. We need funding, we need scholarships, and we need the chance for those to reoccur. And so my hope is that those that actually understand what we're doing, believe in what we're doing, will take it as a call to arms and help. And that's all we're asking for is help.